Hi, my name's Jeff. This is going to be a short presentation on only some of my watches in my collection. Try and look up at the screen because sometimes I put my head down. I feel a bit like Sheldon out the Big Bang Theory, when he did his flags presentation. It's probably about like fifth or sixth attempt, so we're not quite up to like 500 yet. But there we go. What I'll start off with is by showing you first watch. It's an Oakley crankcase. This is the box you would get if you got an Oakley crankcase. Uh, I've already took the measurements of opening it out, so it's your standard box. Although it is leather on top, so that's quite nice. This is the watch you would be getting if you got a standard crankcase. This is obviously a crankcase without chronograph. Uh, it's not Swiss movement, it's Japanese movement, but in fairness, Japanese movement's good. It's stainless steel, uh, scratch scratch proof crystal as like the glass, and yeah, personally myself, I like the style of the bracelet, the way it is, very rigid, very rough. It's obviously not on a par with a Time Machine titanium crankly Oakley range. Crankly, obviously, it's not quite the same standard, but this is probably one of my favourite watches at the moment. So there you go. Purchasing wise on that, you're talking about 500 recommended retail price, but shopping around probably get a little cheaper. Next watch I will show you is mid-range standard, but obviously a very good long-established make, Tissot, which is Swiss. Obviously, got the Swiss sort of like little emblem badge thing there. You got two Tissot. Back of the thing, you got the Tissot books which come with it. Story of what's company Tissot, which obviously, being a bit of a watch buff, I've read quite interesting. Uh, I've done the same again. Took the watch out of it already. This is the box you get. Quite a nice sturdy big box. Standard box you get with Tissot, at the moment. This is a chronograph watch. This is upside down again, which I've done basically every time I try to show this. Here you go. Hopefully get a good picture of it. This is, like a nice blue sort of screen, and the yellow shows it off well. Nice steel bracelet. Obviously, at the moment, the battery's not actually working on this one. I do need to fire it up again once I get a battery in it. It'll be sweet, as they say. So, this actually was the first watch I brought on my collection. So, so I was gonna have a little bit of room, a little bit of fetching for it. It'll come out every now and again. Uh, this, my friends, is a Luminox, Luminox Central Gear. Luminox mainly purchased over the internet. You know, come in a standard box like this, but they come in a cool case like this. On this particular occasion, I haven't took the watch out of it, so we're gonna just take it out as we look. Here we go. Comes with two cushions. This one, obviously keeps your warranty cards and everything. Quite cool. This one actually hangs the watch in. So it's Luminox, which is falling, but let's remember before being too critical here. This is my first presentation thing. This is my chronograph. Uh, this is one of my favourites, to be honest. It's made out of carbon, obviously, therefore it's very strong and durable. So obviously, because it's a Luminox range, the aluminum on it is absolutely amazing. The quality you get of reading in the dark is something to behold. This also has a lot of affection because at retail these for 275 British pound, and somehow I managed to get this for under 100. But don't tell the people I brought it off that they were selling them cheap. But there you go. Yeah, I must admit this is one of my favourites. And I have your man's watch. This is what people of my age like. People who maybe can't afford Amigas, afford you say Rolexes, top end watches, your IWCs. They would go for a tag, they would go for any deal. This tag's obviously a tag Formula One. Let's get out of this box. Obviously, tag's a Swiss company. Glass on it, absolutely magnificent crystal. Bezel for watch, which is 2.5 years old. I've actually took great care with it. Obviously, it's not been a watch which has been worn every day because I'm rotating. I mean, some people who collect watches, they will tend to, not wear them. I wear my watches. They're there to wear, but they're also there for me to collect, for me to look at, for me basically to appreciate. I love, as has been told in the past, I will buy a watch every day if I could, but financial wise, this retails probably about 675 to 750. Recommend if you want a Tagger person than myself, I would buy Tagger from probably somewhere like Cheshire Oaks. If you're up from Cheshire Oaks, you know that you're getting an authentic watch. Hopefully you're getting it a little bit discounted. So yeah, this one, I'll let you into a little secret, was closer to 400 mark than the 500 mark, and obviously as it's retail still at 700, it still kept its price, so happy with this. Keeps good time, clear to read, and yeah, it has got a bit of clarity in the dark. It does shine up, so that's good. It's always it's a practical thing to be able to read a watch in the dark. You never know when what when it goes. When you might not need to read a watch when you're in a situation where it's slap dark. So, yeah, that's standard tag. Obviously not the dearest of tags, but very collectible tags. Very collectible indeed. Obviously, the other place I would buy a tag from if I wanted one at the moment, USA. USA is a good place to pick up watches. Just mainly because of the price difference, recommended retail prices in different parts of the world of different amounts. Different continents recommended retail prices different to another. So this basically picked up in the USA. I would say roughly about 500 quid, saying maybe about £40 on import duty if you pay it. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. So there you go. Right, going to TW Steel. This is a box of TW Steel. Big, which you'd expect really, because TW Steel is a big watch. Big watch. This box, as we open it, that's what it looks like. Pretty impressive, pretty good. Yeah, like the others, it's already out of the box, but on this occasion, it's actually on my hand. This is my newest watch. This is my, my baby at the moment, I suppose you'd say so. This is TW Steel Canteen Range style watch. It's obviously, a bit aviator style. It's large, it's big. It's Japanese movement again, but we can live with that. Obviously, not to everybody's taste, but I I quite like this watch. It's large, it's big, easy to tell the time with. Leather straps of tremendous quality. Feels like it'll last for years. This one was actually, like I say, my last watch I brought. It was imported from America. I looked around. I do buy the odd watch off Amazon. Obviously, Amazon's watches are of a standard unless you're in the luxury range. If you can afford to buy a luxury watch, maybe you can afford to, get it from the most safe and reputable company you can. So, yeah, but this one was brought from Amazon, Amazon USA. Retailed roughly on Amazon UK. Well, it retailed for 260. Amazon UK. Amazon USA, amazingly enough, it was 120, 130 quid. By the time, obviously, you pay the import duty, because I'm a bit greedy, I wanted it quick. I paid for 4-day delivery from USA, which was amazing. It actually come 3 days. So, TW Steel, that one works out roughly about 170. Obviously, uh, obviously, it can be, a lot more expensive. Like I say, 260 on Amazon UK. That's actually, reduced from a 500 range. I've seen it a lot recently for 350, 300. So yeah, chop with that. What can you say? It's a big sturdy watch and can be worn basically suit, sporting, whatever. Yeah, so that's a good watch. Uh, Right. Not sure whether to sort of put these two in here. These are, obviously I've got a lot more than what I'm showing you at the moment, but these are just, fun, nice watches, more fashion watches. This one is getting properly. Oh, I'm being terrible at this. Here we go. This one's toy watch. Toy watch, to people who don't know, doesn't mean that it's a kid's watch, it doesn't work, it's just for kids. It's just a fashion toys watch. It's white with a fashionable green. Reminds me a bit of a Lacoste watch, like white and green always strikes me with Lacoste, it's not Lacoste. Like this watch, not worn it for a bit. My friend Lucy seems to think it's a girl's watch. Nah, I think it's a fashionable watch. This also was purchased at a very reasonable price. Probably keep its price second hand, which is roughly what I try to do. Obviously, that doesn't always work. But, this is a nice watch. Probably only worn a few times, handful of times. But, yeah, I like it. Also, like I say, toy watch case. Big bulky thing. Makes me laugh. Lastly, of the watches I'm showing today, is a guess, which obviously is just a Japanese watch, fashion house thing. I like the look of the chronograph this time. Like I said, batteries are out at the moment. My pops has been wearing this, my dad. Obviously, he knows that he doesn't like chronograph. People don't use chronograph. Some people like them on watches, some people don't. This one, yeah, was 150 quid. Yeah, full price. I paid about 100. It was more fashion watch, brought from a fashion experience, brought from a traffic centre. Obviously, if you really want decent watches, you buy them from watch companies that are brought from the actual guest shop. So, you know, it's it is what it is. Okay, I've rambled on a bit about my watches, or just some of them. Obviously, I've got some more behind me, but they're mainly Timexes, Diesels, a couple of Swatch. Uh, like I say, this is one of my first broadcasts, so hopefully, it wasn't too bad. I know the watches were a bit blurred and you couldn't quite see them. Looking back, probably saying at the moment, my favourite watch is still probably got to be the Luminox. Like I say, brilliant all-round watch. Pity they're not sold in shops, but yeah. Luminox. So to recap, do the top three. I'll probably go with Luminox, Tag, and then probably at the moment go with Oakley with TW still behind. Yeah. Uh, no, not everybody's cup of tea collecting watches. Some people think, why would you do it? But people collect toy soldiers, don't they? Roughly what I've shown you here, probably about 3.5, 4 grand worth of watch. So glad you enjoyed watching. Obviously try and put another one up soon. make it a bit more professional. Maybe even just do the one watch, stick to it. Thank you.